Happy Wednesday, or should I say happy hump day to you. This is John McEntyre Show. I'm John McEntyre, and our show is a show for your financial health and wellness. Today is Wednesday, July 17th. Pumping along, getting it. 2024, and today we have a good answer, a good question that came in. We know the routine here. We're going to cover some wallet wins and celebrate those. Do our question and do our question of the day. So we're going to get right into it with our first wallet win. Wallet win number one: I won a free week stay at my boss's condo in Miami. Um, where were those bosses whenever I had a boss? And where are those bosses now? I have bosses. Clients are our bosses. So whoever we're serving, they're our bosses. So I have to find that boss with the with the condo in Miami, and win that free week stay. So yeah, this time of year, that's a serious wallet win. Uh, to get a condo, book a condo in Miami now. Yeah, yeah, you're gonna spend some serious coin. So wallet win number two: I completed half the kids' school shopping under budget. So yeah, that's a big time wallet win. Um, Anytime you're doing shopping for kids and you come in under budget, yeah, you've won. So wallet win number three: made my last payment on $50,000 of credit card debt. Yeah, that's a serious serious win there. All of the interest that you're going to save now, and all of the fees maybe or whatever, because credit card debt, uh, it's funny to see credit card debt. That's like the norm. $50,000 is like people say. You ask the question, how much credit card debt you have? I only have like 50,000. Only have like, only have like, you know, that's a that's kind of lackadaisical for that much, paying a high interest rate on such a high amount. But yeah, I definitely celebrate and commend you for the discipline to take care of that, to handle it, because it really doesn't matter how much money you make. Pay off $50,000 in credit card debt. That's a very good job there. So yeah, have three good wallet wins. The first one, I'm hurt because I need that one really bad. A free week stay at a boss's condo in Miami. Yeah. So, but let's move on here. Our question came from someone, so I condensed it down, and basically the question is about investing, and it is, when is the best time to invest without losing money? Uh, and that's a question that, if someone could really really answer that question, they probably wouldn't be sitting in front of you, because they would be somewhere owning half of the planet by now. Um, but basically what the person is asking is, how do you time the market? That's the question that's really being asked. How can I time the market? Um, I want to take risk, with I want the reward without the risk, and so I want to be able to invest all of my money and get all of it back with 20 to 50%, returns, 100% returns. I don't want any losses. Um, but I'm going to answer the question. I'm going to be serious about it. When is the best time to invest without losing money? The short answer is when prices are low. Okay, so then someone would ask, okay, so when are the prices low? That's the question. That's the $1 million question, and I don't have an answer for that. Unless you are a professional investor, you won't have the answer, and they don't get it right 100% of the time. They just get better than average returns, is what's going on with that particular part. So I said it to say it's impossible to time the market, because there's so many moving parts when it comes to the market. Things that are out of our control, things that really are out of the market's control, because the market doesn't make itself. The market just responds. That's basically what it does. It responds. So if something happened, for instance, we're in an election year, the market's going to sort of respond to that. A major catastrophe happens, the market responds. Something happens around the world now in China, the market responds. And so that's all the market. It doesn't predict anything. It just, just lets you know what's going on in that particular time is all that it's doing. So you can't really time it. So my philosophy has always been, when it comes to investing, invest early and often. You know, you can't get returns if you're not in the market. So the best answer I could give is stay in the market if you want the returns. Now, one of the best ways to be in the market, in my opinion, for the everyday investor, because most of the time that's who I'm talking to, the professional investors, they're somewhere investing. We are the everyday investors. And so we have to just basically be in the market and not hope and pray, but just stay in there and take investing for the long haul. Just look at it as a long game. That's why they say look at it as a long game, because it's up and down, as we all know that. Well, the best way for the everyday investor, this is what I do, is my philosophy is set yourself up on an automatic investing plan. And in financial planning, it's called dollar cost averaging. That's the best way to do it. And I'll give you the example. Averaging is basically the practice of investing a fixed dollar amount on a regular basis. So if you decide each pay period or monthly, most of the time that's what it is. It's done monthly. I'm going to invest $500 a month into the market, into specific funds or whatever. Now, the reason why I say I prefer that way of investing in the market over, say, for instance, investing a one lump sum is because, let's just say that $500 a month invested, that's $6,000 a year. Okay, you could take $6,000 today and put it in the market. Um, it's giving a 5% return. Let's just say a 5% return, just for hypothetical reasons. This month it gave 5%. Next month it gave well, let's say the shares was $5. I'm sorry, I was saying 5%. $5. They were trading at $5. And so you were able to buy 100 shares. Next month they fall to $2. So what can you buy with $500 now? You can buy what? What is that? 1,000 shares? You can buy 1,000 shares. So if you invested just your lump sum, you've already bought what you were going to buy. But if you was doing the $500 a month, that next month when it went down, you were able to buy more shares, because that's the best time to buy, when they're on sale. Then the next month, let's say it went up some. So you buy less shares. You're buying less shares, and that's what dollar cost averaging is doing for you. Instead of one time, you've invested the money, and so it's just there, and it's going up and down, and you can't take advantage of this, of a good sale or whatever, because you've already put the lump. Where if you're doing it with dollar cost averaging, $500 a month, you might catch that month when it's very low, and you're buying a lot of shares. It goes up the next month, your returns have increased, and you're buying less shares because you don't need as many shares now, because you're only using $500 to make the purchase every month. So that's what dollar cost averaging is, and that's the benefit. You're always in the market. When someone just put a lump sum in the market, that's when they get nervous, and they bought it at $5 a share. It's falling to two. They panic, and now they're trying to pull their money out, or they don't know what to do. They're all stressed out. Dollar cost averaging has shown, one of the biggest benefits is shown to reduce stress for investors. the everyday investor. They're not as stressful because they're saying, okay, well, I didn't invest a big large sum of money. It's just $500 this month. It grew last month. It's down this month. Okay, and you just stay in the market and you just keep moving forward. And that's one of the biggest benefits. It keeps you, and that what I explained, it basically keeps you open to opportunities. You're constantly open to those good opportunities. Those you it was $5 last month, it's $2 this month. That's a great opportunity to buy, and you're moving forward. And so you're always on. Where over here you've invested one lump sum, you can't take advantage of opportunities any longer. It's there. um number two is, it just creates good investing habits. You just have a good steady habit. You're thinking long term and you're behaving in a long term. You're investing like a long term investor. So, and that's one of the biggest benefits. It keep it that way. You're always in the market. You're always being able to take advantage of opportunities when they come, and you are what is called a long term disciplined investor. And that's how wealth is built over the long term. It's not built trying to time the market. Someone may get lucky. I've heard those lucky. So we've even been involved in those luck stories, um, and hadn't seen one 10 years because it's just not the game we want to play. Because you can win big trying to time the market. You get lucky, you win big, but you lose big also. So uh, that's for those sophisticated, educated investors who has the excessive money, who has the excessive time, and they have the excessive education to be able to play that game. And so those are different types of investments. But for us everyday investors, dollar cost averaging, which is the automatic investing plan, that is the best way to go for the long term. And that's why I keep stressing long term. This is not this You don't put your money in these situations for short term things like for savings or whatever. You put that's for different types of accounts. This is for the long term. So hope that answered the question. Um, today's Today's question of the day. Today's question of the day. Question of the answer. That was a good one, wasn't it? Now I can't put it on the blooper roll. I'm live, so here we are. You just heard my bloopers happen in real time. Um, the question of the day: do you have an automatic investing plan in place? Uh, you see the benefits of having an automatic investing plan in place. Um, People that don't have them in place, one of the biggest things, they lose time. That time they pull the money out of the market, by the time they try to get it back into the market, they missed the opportunity, so they're always behind. That's one of the downfalls of trying to time the market. You're usually always behind, and you're too late to respond. You know, so that's why the question of the day is, do you have an automatic investing plan in place? Because that's what investing is. Investing is financial planning. It's not financial planning and investing is over here. Investing is part of the financial plan. That's one of the motors of the financial plan, is actually the investing component. So that's the question of today. So before I go, I just want to say, share your wallet wins with us. Um, we want to celebrate with you. If you have questions or comments, contact us. Visit the website. If you like the show, like it. If you're on Facebook, like it. Like the page. If you're on YouTube, subscribe. If it was of value, share it with other people to share the wealth, share the advice. And don't forget to like that. And one other thing, tune in tomorrow, same time, same channels. We'll talk.